Hello, lovely people. Oh, Todd's suddenly gotten very large in this view. So delighted to welcome you to our second, third, depending on how you count things. We're doing a battle. We have a battle to commentate. I am joined by Finn and Todd,
Hello.
who are both names you should be very familiar with if you've been following the PDL. Would either of you like to introduce yourselves whilst I resize Todd?
Hi, I'm Todd Gonzalez. I'm larger than life.
For some reason. There we go. All is good again.
And hi, I'm Finn. I have less of a cold this time, and I had some exam results I was really happy with today. So hooray.
Ooh. Genuine congratulations. I mean, I know you've earned that. We've been watching you panic about them for the past year in a good way. This is the happy ending. Apologies that I do not have pronouns today. As we were getting the stream live, I was trying to edit them, and pronouns are cursed today. We just can't have them, which is probably simpler for everyone. But does anyone, whilst I scroll away and get the first game of the set queued up, Finn, do you want to lead a quick chat over the teams? I just need a moment to put stream stuff up.
Yeah, no worries. So today we're going to be showing a stream. We're going to be streaming a game which is, I believe, Val against Spool. And the main threat to watch out for, as you're going to see on Val's team, is a Pokemon called Mousehold, which is quite exciting. That is the game we're streaming, isn't it? I've not got one.
Oh, yes. We are doing mouse attacks.
Yeah, so the mouse is a really exciting Pokemon, and what it does, and it does it very, very well, is it hits things really, really hard with a move called Population Bomb, which can hit up to 10 times in a row, and oftentimes it does hit 10 times in a row, and that's quite scary, because with various multipliers and things, you can get it up to 300 base power, which is practically unheard of.
That's higher than Explosion.
Yep.
Because it's a low power move, but it's got the hidden ability Technician that boosts the power by 1.5 times. Is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and so it makes it even stronger. So good luck.
Yeah, one funny little thing I like about this move is that there's a new item in Generation 9 called Loaded Dice, which means multi-hit moves always hit for their maximum, I believe. I might be getting that one wrong in my head. But so things like Icicle Spear and Bullet Seed always hit 5 times. And in particular, Population Bomb should hit 10 times. But because of how weird maths behind the scenes works, it's actually more reliable to run Wide Lens on Mousehold, which increases the accuracy of Population Bomb and therefore makes it somehow, because you haven't got to roll the initial accuracy check, you're more likely to hit all 10 times than you are if you don't run it, but run it with loaded dice. So there we go. That's a fun little behind the scenes maths for you.
Yeah, and we'll surely be talking about the mouse a lot, and particularly how to counter the mouse. It turns out is going to be really important if you're facing Val.
The solution, spoilers, but the solution is generally ghost-type Pokemon and priority moves. Those are pretty solid answers.
You want a physically bulky ghost move too, because it knows a dark move, which we'll see.
Yep.
Or Rocky Helmet.
Rocky Helmet. We love Rocky Helmet.
We like a Rocky Helmet here.
Yeah, one of the things about this league is we're not running Terrestrialization, and if you do have Terrestrialization, then Mousehold gets an even stronger boost on its attack, which can make it even more dangerous, because that's Terrestrializing it as normal increases its same type attack bonus, or stab, from 1.5 to 2 times, which makes matters even worse. So yeah, at least it's not that.
Yeah, small mercies at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing we've not talked about is that Mousehold has Population Bomb, and it's also got Tidy Up, which is a unique move, which remove hazards from, I believe, only your side of the field, might be both sides, but it remove hazards. Todd, you look like you want to say something.
Oh, no. I was just going to add it. It also increases its stats too, attack and speed.
Those are nice ones to have if you're a Pokemon that likes hitting things and likes hitting things fast. Yeah.
Right, we're almost set up. Sorry, I'm maybe 1 minute away.
Not at all.
We're not looking just at that match, but we've also got Smallfish versus Liam, which happened yesterday, I think. And we're going to be looking at that one too, which was a really close match. I'm really excited to get into that one.
Yeah, no, I have watched the first game of the match we're going to start with. I have not watched the Liam match. I'm genuinely excited to see how those teams match up.
I'll confess to having watched both.
Am I correctly remembering that Liam was billing his team as the Pokemon that would bully you behind the 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
It's a good theme.
Right?
It's a very Team Rocket vibe with that team.
Cool. Okay, so I haven't got the correct request Pokeball set up, but we do now have the battle window. So I propose we start the first game whilst I scroll away and pick apart pictures. Behold the transition.
This is going to be really smooth. I just know it. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, so we've talked about the offensive threat on Val's team. Anyone want to talk about the supportive threats here? Because there's 2 of them I'm looking at. Maybe 3 if you count Noivern. Yep. Yeah, I used to run a really annoying. So K-Dub's actually got a sort of knockoff version of the team that I used to run a little while ago in Generation 8 Underuse, I believe. Where I ran in DD, Poltegeist, and a few other things. And one of those other things was Frostlass, which is a terrifying lead to face off against because it's got Taunt, it's got Icy Wind, it's got Spikes, and it's got Destiny Bond. And between those things, anything that comes in is set up for a bad time because I can make you hit me, and that with Taunt, and then with Destiny Bond, that kills you too. So, haha, get screwed.
Molly in the chat says that they can only hear Finn at the moment.
Yeah,
That's
they
all right, I'm
should be
happy
able
with
to hear
that.
us again now. And I will bring us back into the battle view. I understand what I did wrong, and I'm fixing it. I apologize. Learning on the fly. That's why we're back away from the battle view, because I know this one works. Apply the fix. Switch back to the battle view.
There we go.
And we should now all be audible.
Do you know my favorite? Oh, hello, Molly. My favorite thing, or one of them, about this tournament is seeing the sprite that everybody chose for their trainer.
Yeah.
So we got Val with the classic Ronald McDonald hair, and then Spool has gone with is that the Super Nerd? I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
The
excited
cosplayer.
Yeah, I'm up later actually. My game against ads is dangerously close now, but I'm feeling cautiously optimistic about it. But anyway, I'm excited for everyone to see mine.
I hope you take out ads. I'm scared of that whale.
It'll be a good match. I think it's going to be a really, really good match, no matter who wins. But I do want to win because I don't have to face Yuri, and I don't want to face Yuri.
Yeah.
Watching teams I don't want to face leave is delightful. However, obviously, I will face either the winner or loser of Yuri and Tun, and I don't want to face either. Don't tell them. So it's kind of a no-win situation for me.
Right, 2 very experienced players.
Exactly. I feel very exposed playing into them. So there is no respite even once the result of the match.
Once we've done our battles, maybe we can have a look at the bracket as it stands and have a little chat about that.
Definitely.
Would like that. Right, so we can close. That goes there. We are ready to begin.
Let's go.
Thank you for coping with the vamp. Let's push. We're on slow is good for casting. Go. I have to remember I'm watching this in the future because there's no stream delay for me. So I'm not going to say what they've opened for.
I'm a bit behind. So I've just seen
and
them
there's
come
the
out.
Fortress. Yep.
Fortress open.
About.
And
setting up some rain on. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, rain's interesting though, since Golduck does get Swift Sim, so you can see what they're going for there. But yeah, Fortress is it's a bit bulky. Don't know if you guys noticed that one.
Quite bulky,
especially with screens up.
Big defense, even with the stab waterfall barely even doing a third.
And its only weakness is fire type moves, which under rain that's not going to end very well.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the Ampharos.
So we'll see if it's got thunder and rain. That would be a automatic hit.
That would be painful.
Oh, everything's gone white. Oh no, it's gone.
Apologies, Chrome got excited,
Oh,
but
it's
we're
back.
That was a good switch there from Spool, though.
Yeah, anticipating the
Intervolt
electric.
absorb Jolteon. That was a solid one. Oh, and here comes the mouse hold. Get scared.
Here's the mouse.
Cold
Tidy
Mouse.
Up is
What a name.
happening, which is a move I'd not heard of before, and I'm scared of now.
Yeah, I don't like it. Especially if it removes hazards as well. It's no thank you. Yeah, and there's the bomb. Oh, and the crit as well.
Immediately into the population bomb. 3-hit.
Insult into injury there.
The fact that it's got screens set up as well might have saved it from that stab thunder.
Yeah, without the screens, it would have died. Oh, got knocked out, you know what I mean? Yeah, and oof.
Another one-hit KO.
Spool
here, I think
quite a fast Pokemon.
You can see a little bit of panic with Spool probably not knowing what to bring out against this thing.
Yeah, well, Miss Magius could take the population bomb, as we're going to see. Spoilers, but as we're going to see, it doesn't want to take a bite.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm kind of... Sorry.
No.
I was going to say, I was kind of curious what Mousehold's move is, but our item is even, but then I remembered it's probably going to be Wide Lens, if Val knows what he's doing. Oh, and there's
Extreme getting the KO.
Val does know what they're doing.
Yeah. There's Extreme Speed. I guess Val was trying to stall... Not Val, I guess Spool was trying to stall out the screens.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But oof.
So how much health did Fortress swap out with? Like, is it possible to reset them up if needed?
Quite possibly.
Definitely. It's got about a third of its health left, but I don't know if you really need that.
I mean, it would be nothing short of a miracle if Spool could 5-0 with the Golduck, as ugly as Golduck is.
Well-known finisher, Golduck.
Yeah. It's gotten 2 flinches so far in this match. Could keep getting
lucky. Comes down Frost. That's going to be it.
Could get a freeze.
Yeah.
But Electro Web for the kill, and that we didn't get to see Noivern or Frostlass from Val.
No. Yeah, that's. I mean, I like what Val's got going on. Although when I look at the team structure, it sort of just revolves around making sure Mousehold gets a kill, doesn't it? I don't think Frostlass isn't an offensive threat really. So it's going to kind of. It'd be interesting to see what Val does against a team that's prepared for Mousehold, because I bet whoever goes up against Val next is going to have a Mousehold answer.
Yeah. Absolutely critical if you want to beat Val. But there are some good switch-ins there. If you anticipate a fighting move coming, you could bring out Frostlass and have it miss.
But then, I mean, Grumpig's probably got a calm mindset going. I can imagine that. But looking at this thing, I've got Noivern as a pivot, Frostlass and Fortress are just support, and then I guess Ampharos does whatever Ampharos does. So I'm not really familiar with it. So yeah, worth it. Anyway.
I think the only move we saw from it was Electro Web, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah, we only saw Electro Web.
Yeah,
I believe
which sort of
we
feels
might
like
be able
another
to
support
look
thing.
at the team sheet. So if
yes, Ampharos is cute. You're right, Molly. Ampharos is cute. I always feel a bit sad about Ampharos because I really like its design. It had a really fun Mega, but I never really found a great way to use it back in the generation Megas existed even.
I always found it was just a bit too slow.
Yeah.
I want my electric type to be really fast.
The dragon type on it is cool, but it doesn't really have the moves to make use of it.
Yeah.
I think it would have loved some sort of like flying thing and to run something bulky, a bit like Zapdos.
Well, any Pokemon that's a bit like Zapdos is going to be good. I mean, that's just my bias, but...
no, you're absolutely right there.
So I'm going to move to the second game from this set and make a mental note to try and find a way to share this so that I'm at the same delay. I can take part with that feeling like I'm stealing the future from you. But for today, I've pushed the play button. In a couple of seconds, you'll see.
There we are.
I mean, Val's going to definitely run Fortress again. Yep, here we go.
What a Volt switch
and then
leading off with the Jolteon.
Yeah, Spool sort of really still lacks an answer to Fortress, don't they?
Ooh, the Rock Slide doing 6%.
Ooh.
That huge defense.
Oh, you just can't help but feel sorry, can you?
Oof. Yeah, the mouse is set up now.
Oh,
what do you do?
I just don't see a route, right? There are a number of turns to wait out to even have effective attacks back in. And nothing that can take it on the chin. Okay, Extreme Speed. That's something.
And even then, with the screens, it barely does anything.
Yeah. No,
I think the best way you want to do some smart switches here, and just try to stall out those screen turns, if you can.
There aren't really the only smart switches really are to try and you could maybe do some clever things with his mages.
Yeah, if you anticipate
yeah,
a population bomb, switch that in, have it waste a
and
turn.
then you can swap back out again for Hawlucha, who'd be able to take a resisted hit, I guess, or Lucario for that matter.
Yeah.
From
What we don't know is
bite.
if there's any access to something like a protect, just to kind of play into the mind games of what options I've got to non-turn.
The Spool
That's
does
just for waiting.
Spool does do the switches there, so you know this isn't bad play. It's just that there's not really a direct answer on this.
The wiggle room is so
yeah.
And there it is, a sweep from the mouse, just total domination.
It's horrible.
They tidied up.
Yep. You know the button it says tidy up, and by God, did it tidy up.
And I love that we've got the trash cans in the background for the for this battle. Very appropriate.
Oh dear.
Mice just taking out the trash.
To quote Monty in the chat, God damn. God damn.
But how do you beat it? How do you,
yeah. Oh, do we have any teams that are very ghosty?
I don't have a ghost actually, which kind of feels like a mistake now. But you know.
I got lucky. I've got one ghost.
I mean, if you can I mean, Mousehold isn't super fast, is it?
It is,
but it does get the speed boost.
What's its base speed? I'm just having a look on Smogon one moment. Oh, it's got a base speed of 111, yeah. So I think.
Oh wow.
I think just about Lycanroc outspeeds that at 112 on the Dusk form, but other than that, I kind of actually do need to do that properly if and when I face Metal.
Yeah, gaming that out is going to be critical.
There are some good counters if you're prepared for it.
Yeah, what I mean, the counter is you shove something out there with Rocky Helmet on, right?
I just put Rocky Helmet on all your Pokemon.
Yeah, they'll be fine. It's like, because Todd, you're up against Pyres soon, aren't you?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm going up against Pyres.
Yeah, so how many runs have you got with Covert Cloak on?
Shh. I don't want Pyres to know.
Oh, my camera's frozen. It's exciting.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Am I still audible?
I hope so.
Yeah, everyone else is audible. I just had a bit of trouble with the feed there. My computer's creaking, and I don't know why, but I've queued up the next match, so we'll wind down discussion and get ready for the next one. But, yeah, I mean, that's the fascinating thing about these first sets, right? We're seeing how the teams fit together and at least one core strategy that we can all play out.
Yeah.
And one of the fascinating things we're seeing how people adapt and counter-adapt.
Yeah, it's critical to get as much information on your opponent in the first match as possible so that you can be prepared in matches 2 and 3.
Definitely.
We didn't even see all 6 of Val's do anything, right?
Yeah.
So there's, of the 10, we don't know how are they intending to use each of these pieces.
Well, we are sharing our team comps after the battle is over. We'll post in our Discord all the stats and all the information about them. So we'll at least get to see that. But there's also there's 2 factors to it. It's team building and also execution. How do you pilot your team?
And as the standard meta shows, execution isn't trivial. And at any given time, you'll have a lot of options, even if you were fixed in your composition, because we have that flexibility.
No, I don't know if you noticed, but I dropped out and then back in. Sorry about that.
No worries. I'm glad to have you. You seem to have correctly dropped back in. I'm going to put more battle-y music on for this next one because this is a rumble.
Treat.
We've got 2 Gen 5 protagonists going up against each other.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, right.
And more Pokemon that I don't recognize, I'm afraid. So I can't even guess what would be a good blocky intro.
I think,
where do you start?
I think Dreadnought gets Stealth Rock, probably.
It does, and I think Toadscruel has got some hazards as well, right?
Spikes.
Yeah, Toadscruel is used for that in New Year, I believe. Smallfish could run just about anything and be all right, I reckon.
And I want to see Love Disc do something.
I'd be tempted to run Sableye and see if I can do some prankster shenanigans. Love a bit of prankster.
Well, let's see if any of our guesses are on base.
Balloon Hypno. That's amazing. you
So
will not
what's that trying to
earthquake Hypno.
counter?
I don't know if there's a reason.
It's got a little balloon. What more
Yeah,
do you
it's
need?
a balloon.
It's got a little balloon.
Oh, sorry. Clearly not paying attention. So
Some
spikes
good
are up.
damage from the Hypno.
Yeah.
And a quick wake up from the Toadstool, though.
I think I might have run some sort of calm mindset with Hypno if I was going for the sleeps.
The
Yeah, there's
balloon is
Toadstool
gone.
with all the setups. Or hazards even.
Big
Ooh.
entry hazards, yeah, for fish.
Painful miss there from Fish.
Going for the Hypnosis on the Gengar, not the Psychic move.
Interesting that Gengar ran Dark Pulse there and not Shadow Ball.
We've got a rest from Hypno, but it's got Insomnia, so it can't go to sleep.
Yeah, it's the sort of thing that on paper looks like it might work, but unfortunately doesn't.
Sleepy Gengar going for some Destiny Bond.
Sorry, Fish, that still doesn't work.
5-turn sleep, though, I think, from Gengar, or close to it. And Destiny Bond takes down the Hypno.
Yeah, let's see what these hazards do.
There's Love Disc.
Here comes the disc.
Resisted Ice
What we
Beam.
got?
Good anticipation there.
That poor disc, it deserved better.
Ooh. Interested to know what Galad is running, actually. Or Galade, however we say that one.
Probably a
reckon
choice item.
Given the switch there, yeah.
There it is, it's back.
Yeah, to bring the Aqua Cutter.
And we've got Stealth Rock from Camerupt. Both teams with hazards. Oof. Great coverage on the
Now
Gallade.
bounce is painful.
Looks like we've got a Flame Orb Guts Ursaring. Now the Flame Orb is knocked off, but it's already burned.
Oh, Sucker Punch Sableye. We don't see those often.
Body Press, that's not going to work. Dragon Fang.
To be fair, there's some good use of what's the word I'm looking for? Like the type boosting items, because you haven't got to deal with the recoil from Life Orb, and you haven't got to deal with the choice locking. So you know they have a niche. Toxicity could really clean up here. Yeah, ouch! That boom burst.
Toxic is doing a lot of work against Fish's team.
Just really shows the impact hazards can have.
The longer the game goes, the more those turns matter.
Yeah. That was an interesting rest there from Toxicity.
I think that's just buffer the game out right at that point.
Is it running a Sleep Talk set?
Yeah, you don't see
like
to Sableye often. This is really something.
And it's Sleep Talk Rest. Oh, the classic.
Oh,
every time I use Sleep Talk, it goes rest.
It's so painful. Oh,
this is really close.
Fun little tip for those in chat, but rest always is exactly 3 turns of sleep, including the turn it's used. So watch out for that.
On Gallade cleaning it up.
Oh, there we go.
Goes to
That
Liam.
was a good game, though.
That was very close.
I think that's the first game, was definitely the first game I've witnessed that went down to one Pokemon standing. This was Highlander.
And the Gallade, a great option for cleaning up. Great coverage. Hits very hard.
So our first match, I don't know. Sure, I agree. Under duress. Oh.
I didn't realise until now that we were running Gallade and oh, that doesn't look like it's a replay. That looks like it's a link to a room rather than a replay.
Yeah, it is. The second game is not a replay, and the ID won't carry over, will it? I can't just change.
No, it doesn't work like that. You've got to specially save it in the chat.
Right.
So, we've had the other ones.
We'll leave it then as a mystery. So my machine is too wobbly to get a replay and fiddle with Discord. But if either of you grab the link quickly, that's a thing. Otherwise, we will head back to the booth.
I don't believe we have one. I'll have a look.
That's fine. I will bring up the bracket. So, spoilers to anyone who doesn't want to know what happens in the rest of that match. If the bracket's been updated.
We just updated the bracket. So.
Oh, superb. So the
thanks, Yuri,
hamsters
if
that
you're
power my
watching.
machine just taking over.
They're the same ones that power the TGB servers.
They're not the same ones that power up Mousehold.
I've actually got a replay, I think.
Have you?
So there's a link, but it has battle in the URL, which is the room, not the replay. But if you have the link, send it on.
I've got it here. I'm going to message it in the replays channel in the Discord.
Exciting.
Might have messed up the hyperlink.
This looks promising.
Ooh,
different lead, so it's definitely a different game.
Perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Tech Crew.
Hey, I'm Tech Crew.
And if you too want to be Tech Crew, please contact the captain when Parliament returns.
Parliament, my beloved.
Oh, I love Parliament.
Every now and then, I think about the joke of streaming Parliament.
Oh, Lord.
That'd be really something, wouldn't it?
My favorite joke is voice chat Parliament.
Oh. Putting my captain hat on a second to say, well, we'll never, ever, ever be doing a voice chat in Mint server. Thank you and goodbye.
But consider 30 people saying, book.
Butter.
Why is my machine so sick today? Okay, I'm not getting this link through. I trust that it worked for you, but for some reason it's not working for me. I will try one other browser because maybe it's Chrome that's unhappy today.
Thanks for your hard work trying to get this to work, Ross, because I don't think I have the beginning idea where to start.
I shouldn't do things quite so impromptuly. That's not a word. Okay, yes, Edge is working.
Hey, I think that's possibly the first time in human history anyone's ever said that.
Now Edge is my best friend.
Yeah, thank goodness I have Microsoft Edge. There's a whole new sentence.
So I have to change the source, and then we'll be good to go.
Shout out to Moni, who also refuses to moderate a server with voice channels. We are. Yeah. I'm shaking your hand right now.
Well, the reason why this is in a super secret back channel to get the audio together.
Yep. That's policy, babes.
Yeah. Okay. So it will have changed on stream. That's on me. I forgot that would happen. I will just resize it, and then we'll be good to go.
You sure you don't want to set Microsoft Edge as your default browser?
I really don't. Thanks.
No.
Not now.
Right.
That's funny. We can still see the little Pokeball icons.
Yeah, so again...
What's our lead?
I thought Fish might run Sableye first, but it looks like they're running a rare offensive Sableye, which, I mean, you know, it will definitely catch people by surprise. So I really couldn't say what they're going to run. Maybe Camerupt?
Camerupt would be a good choice.
Yeah, especially since it's got rocks.
And to your point, I think that taking people off guard is half the battle in this format.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I mean, I'm not excited to be up against ads, but at least I've got the knowledge that I can reliably predict that ads is going to have a team that looks like something I faced before.
Do you know what could be a really funny strategy against Liam? Because all of those Pokemon are male. You could run Attract on something.
Oh my god.
Attract Love Disc.
And that's potentially random, right? Certainly the way my team's set up, it rolls a dice to decide gender.
I've set most of mine.
Game. Oh,
okay.
I've got a Florgist, which can only be female, but...
Makes sense.
Well, if any of my Pokemon have genders that look weird, they're just trans now. So there we go. That's something allyship.
Right, we are good to go. I have cropped things messily, but enough. That's too messy. We'll make one change. There we go. And I'm going to push.
perfect.
Go! Yeah. Come on, Edge. Can Edge actually play this? Is that my problem?
I reckon it should be able to.
Ah, there we go.
Showdown is pretty lightweight as websites go.
I had to push a different button this time. That's fine, but we're going.
Oh, Dreadnought. And there's the camera.
Dragon Tail. Not going
Right
for
off
water
the
move.
bat. Oh,
wow.
Very interesting. Oh,
Sorry. Chrome, not my best friend. We'll get there. I have one more go at this. Sorry, not Chrome, Edge.
the fish
Uh,
doing a
just go
good
back-
job there of setting up hazards early.
Hmm.
To get those
It
out as
really
early
makes
as
a
you can.
difference in a long game.
Especially, I don't think there's anything on either of these teams that can clean up hazards.
Certainly no mice around.
Those mice out of here. You guys like my hat? I had to send in
It's a
like a
good
million
hat.
postcards to get it.
Hey,
my
I'm
God.
a big fan. I wanted to draw attention to it earlier, but it's remarkable. I want that hat. I'm looking at things I can buy to make myself feel more Pokemon-y.
You got to send in a million postcards.
If it wasn't literally
Anywhere
a
in
million.
particular, or just once I've sent enough, I get a hat?
I don't know. I remember it's the episode of the anime where the Primeape, he catches the Primeape and it steals the hat, and he says that. You had to send in postcards.
Huh.
Yeah.
To get the okay, to get the in fiction. I'm with you now. Sorry, I'm very slow today.
Oh, there we
like
go.
my
Okay.
machine. We're back in Chrome, so hopefully we'll just read it out now.
Yeah, very interesting strategy of going Dragon Tail, but without any kind of hazards set up.
Yeah, because the appeal of Dragon Tail is it forces more mons to hit the hazards, right?
And
So-
it brings in the Leafeon, which just kills it.
Yep. Ouch.
Oops.
Good switch here, though.
More
Oh.
coverage from the Gallade. It's got a flying move.
Yeah, no, we saw that in the last match.
And then here
Like
come the
full
entry
swing.
hazards. And a bit of rapid spin. Ooh, lovely.
Sunny day
Still
from the
pretty
Leafeon.
poised.
You setting up? What are you setting
It's
up
got
here?
chlorophyll, so you know it should
Oh.
outspeed.
Good for Leafeon, but it doesn't help anything else in the team that I'm seeing.
Oh, now the calm mind.
The
Okay.
camera-
Keep camera up.
Yeah.
Leafeon's set up well. Giga Drain and staying alive.
So one
That
little
Dragon Tail
setup, which is-
really backfiring, and now Fish is up 2-0.
Ooh,
Look how much damage that did.
Oh, and here comes the Ursaring. Oh, surprise avalanche.
Grass Knot going with the. Is that a
That's a
physical move or a
KO.
special move?
It's special, I believe.
Oh, okay.
But it's one of those weird moves that does more damage based on weight. And yeah, there's the Glad revenge kill. Or Glade.
I'm glad for Gallade. So is
Yeah.
Aerial Ace pure speed, or does it have priority?
It is pure speed actually.
I
So
think
I'm
it just
guessing
never. It doesn't miss.
It never miss. Yeah, you're right.
No,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But it's not a very high base power move actually. Although I believe Glade got a new ability. I think there might be a different Pokemon I'm thinking of. Something like Sharpness, I believe. That might boost it.
Good anticipation there from the Toxicity going for Rest, and then Hypno goes for Hypnosis. That's not going to work.
Mm.
And again,
I'm thinking
Sleep
diff-
Talk Rest.
We've all been there. And for those interested, I was remembering wrong, and Glade does not have Sharpness. I'm thinking something else altogether.
It looks spiky. I can see how you'd think that.
Rest doing such a great job of keeping the Toxicity alive.
No, it does. I was looking at the wrong generation. It does have Sharpness. There we go. And it does boost Aerial Aid Ace. So, the more you know.
How much would you want to trade Toxicity for? Does that feel like a good way of spending them?
Not hugely, to be honest.
I
I
guess
mean,
you're quite
Toxicity feels
vulnerable.
like a good cleanup with
Ooh.
Boom Burst is a humongous damage move.
It's all going to
Oof.
come down to Gallade.
Once again,
It's the revenge kill.
I reckon the Glade is scarfed. Oh, Leaf Blade is an interesting choice to
I
lock
think
yourself
it's-
into with the camera up.
Yeah. It
Oh,
still
no,
kills
there
it.
we go.
Yeah.
yeah, I think Scarfed. Will it carry
I
that?
think that might be it.
Oof. Gallade just hits too hard.
Yeah, it definitely is the sharpness ability, because that's a
Still,
that's
though.
a 50% boost to slicing moves.
Like Leaf Blade, for
Blade,
example.
Aerial Ace.
Oh yeah.
Aerial Ace is considered slicey? Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Takes all
Yeah,
sorts.
so there's an ability called Iron Fist, which boosts punching moves. And the fun fact today is that it doesn't boost Sucker Punch at all, because Sucker Punch is only called a punch in the English translation, and in the original Japanese, it's called something else altogether, which has nothing to do with punching.
Huh.
Interesting.
And so it gets no boost.
Fair. I mean, rude. I mean, also, Sucker Punch getting a boost would be rude. I
Yeah.
have to
Yeah, that
assume
would
it
be
was for
painful.
balance reasons.
It doesn't need any boosts.
Oh no, if you've looked at anything, if you've ever looked at all to whatever the Pokemon Company are up to with designing their mons, they are not. It does not feel like there's anyone sat there in a room somewhere calculating which moves they can and can't give boost to. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. All the balance seems to be after the fact.
Although I hear VGC is relatively balanced, but singles, no, absolutely not. Yeah.
So we're in the booth at the moment. I'll bring us back to the bracket forthwith.
Yeah, we've
Ooh.
got a few of the round 2 matchups set in stone now.
Good use of forthwith. That really brightened my day.
Yeah. That's why they pay me the medium bucks. I mean, not for this. So just done a little bit of trimming. And we will go.
When this is done, I'll
back
be
over
going
to-
back to the lab again, preparing for ads. But I think I've finally tidied up what my team's going to be. So no spoilers in the chat, but I'm feeling pretty good.
I've got a tentative potential Wednesday date, which I need to say yes to for Molly. We're going to biff. So we've got 2 days to fret.
Oh, so it's all coming down to our little quadrant of the bracket.
The stats monsters.
Yeah.
So all the bottom matches are where the base stats ended up. As we saw with Val's match, you don't need base stats to win, but they're a good proxy for how much Pokemon do you have.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I've been doing some sparring against K-Dub, and I think Numbers is going to have to bring a pretty solid team to beat that one.
Yeah, K's team's pretty scary, considering where he was in the draft.
Of all the people to get a first round bye.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Numbers has
spoilers
a pretty
for one
solid
match.
team though, and I feel like they played really well in round 1.
Yeah, and the Numbers and Wish game was also like that was a proper
closer
game.
than it looked.
Not that none of them haven't been, but I really, really liked both of the way they were playing there.
Yeah. It was very close, both games.
Yeah.
Obviously, spoilers for the Yuri Tum match, which we haven't covered yet, but that's a tight epic that is worthy of proper analysis. We will get
that
into
Yuri,
it.
it's what a game.
What a game. A dizzying game.
So it's a proper singles match, I'll tell you that much. If you watch that first one, that is what proper singles looks like.
It's exhausting.
It looked painful.
I was at a wedding when I was watching the replay of that, and I'm just standing in the corner and what is going on?
Yeah.
Just
Val
like
and Liam.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
After Val's very scary household thing, I'd be excited to see what Liam can bring there. I'm just gonna have a little peek at the draft spreadsheet.
Oh, please do.
I mean, carry on, but I'll see if I can cook up anything for Liam. Oh, Liam's got Gengar. That could really make a big difference, actually. Yeah, Gengar, Dreadnought, Gallade
Dreadnought's
again.
nice for anticipating a bite.
Yeah.
Does Dark resist Dark?
It doesn't resist Dark, but Dreadnought can take the population bomb with resist, so maybe.
Gotcha.
But more importantly, Liam's got Houndoom, which can actually do something against Fortress even with screens up. So that could make a big difference.
And merely having it in the team is going to make the lead decision fascinating.
Yeah.
You know it's become an option. Will you get that counter?
Absolutely.
Obviously, Ton in the Rossalot Molly waiting room to find out what he needs to prepare for. They need to prepare for. Sorry.
But yeah.
Yep. I got there. It's not written here. I need like a crib sheet. I apologize. And skimming down to the losers bracket.
I feel like there are nicer ways to put it.
Yeah, it says bracket. It right here. It reads losers. They're wonderful people, but they're in the losers rounds.
They lost.
Spool and Smallfish will be battling for their PDL lives.
I could go either way, I think. I'll be interested to see who wins that one.
And then Wish, getting the bye in the next round, will face the loser of match 14, which I believe is going to be whoever wins our matches between me and Finn, right?
Oh, yeah, that'll be exciting. Yeah, so for those of us who haven't got everything in front of them, the games still to go are Ross Molly, Todd Pyres, me and Ads. So those will happen in the next few days, and we'll have a better view of what's happening then. But yeah, that could be quite interesting.
Yeah, hopefully we'll
And
have
of
an
course-
end of week review where we at least
Yeah.
talk about in more detail that Yuri Ton
yeah.
match,
Yeah.
because I think it's worth maybe not even watching live, actually just kind of dissecting that.
I'm
well-
very interested to know what was going on in their heads when they were doing all of that.
Yeah, it'd be great to get them both on here.
Mm-hmm.
And with that,
That's also-
tantalizing teams. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that they have a lot of experience against each other, so they know each other's tendencies. And that probably
particularly
has
Yeah, 'cause
something to do with
the
those
actors,
decisions.
Yuri Ton, Val, the amount of mucking around they've done is potentially intimidating.
Val
Yeah,
is the
'cause-
only person that I've faced in like a real Pokemon match since about 2002. So Val knows me pretty well. I won, for the record.
Hey,
Yeah, take that.
yeah, I will. Sorry, K-Dub, but I have whooped K-Dub's ass in 7 out of the 8 games we played. So just
Nice.
sitting comfy.
I've been doing a lot of practice matches. I've won them all. So
Hey,
I think I'm due for an
nice.
L. I'm going to run into Pyres.
Hubris.
Yeah. My hubris
Yeah,
is at an all-time
Pyres.
high.
Pyres will be interesting to fight against because no one else has got a team that looks like Pyres at all.
Yeah, Pyres is a very heavy stall team with
Yeah.
huge defensive stats all across the board.
Yeah,
And making
good
that
luck with
work in the draft is impressive. Just threading the needle to collect the pieces you need for that team.
Yeah, and I built my team really in a lot of ways as a response to that by going with a lot of bulky Pokemon with extremely high attack stats and powerful moves. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm really looking forward to seeing these matches play out.
Oh, me
What
too.
we've had so far has been fascinating. And we're only halfway through the week.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm glad we've got this going.
It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun.
And celebrating that we've just started the thing, I'm going to end it. Thank you, Finn, Todd, for joining me. Thank you, viewers,
Thanks
for
for
putting
having us
up with
on.
this being held together with Shoelace. And we will see you soon.
Thank you
So
for hosting.
if you ever need someone to just say random Pokemon facts that pop in my head to keep time going, I'm there.
Live feed, constant Finn.
Yep.
Tell me about Raichu. What does Raichu do?
There's a really fun thing that I like Alolan Raichu better than the regular Raichu, but Alolan Raichu's got a fun set with Surge Surfer and Electric Terrain. So there you go.
We could just do this all day. Get random number generated. And on that note, I'm going to go cook dinner. Thank you all. Farewell.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Take care. Thank